Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to keep your mud flaps running your 33-inch tires. Alright everybody, to get started we need a heat gun and also a 2x4 that's been cut down just a little bit because we're going to use that to wedge it in between the wheel and the mud flap. So this is the part that does take a couple minutes. We're going to heat up the mud flap, get it pretty darn hot. I think I did this for about 3 or 4 minutes. I sped up the video just a little bit so we don't have to watch this for too long. Anyway, so start off by getting the mud flap nice and hot. Later your 2x4 is going to actually become your working tool, because once the mud flap gets too hot you're not really going to want to touch it with your hand. So we'll get this thing nice and hot, do the edges and that little kind of a molded edge that's on the inside. We're going to get that really hot as well. And if you notice, obviously the tip of your gun's going to get really hot, so if you bang up against the mud flap on the inside, don't worry about it too much, because you know you're just going to be slinging rocks on it in mud anyway, so no big deal. Try not to hit the outside of it because that's more of your finished area. Here you can see I'm taking the 2x4 to help kind of maneuver the mud flap out of the way so I can kind of get towards the back there. For the most part this is kind of a repetitive process. We're just getting it nice and hot, still getting it to where it'll get nice and flexible. In a minute here you'll actually see that when I remove the 4x4 or 2x4, you'll see the mud flap actually kind of mold back into place. You see how it moves there? That's when we know it's starting to get nice and hot. Kind of just already takes that original shape and memory. So that's what we're trying to do, is get rid of that memory by getting it really hot. We'll put the block into place, and then after it cools, like if you were to do this on a really cold night, that'd be good, because that's what will create that new form, and then that'll give us kind of more of a straight mud flap, and then your tire won't hit it when you're turning left and right. But other than that, this is a pretty repetitive video, like watching paint dry.
I don't think so.
Okay, well maybe not, but anyway. Okay, well we'll continue heating this up. That way we can get it nice and hot. That way it'll kind of stay nice and flexible when we go ahead and wedge that block in. It's nice to kind of be able to keep your mud flaps, because it keeps the rocks and chips from kind of hitting up the side. It keeps your door handles from getting caked with mud. So this is one of the reasons I wanted to keep them on there. And plus, the vehicle came with them. They're free. It's just something you don't have to buy. So why not utilize them? Anyway, you can see here that we're wedging the block in now, and basically you can just leave that like that all night. Now it'll cool down overnight, and it'll take that new mold into position there, and it'll stay nice and straight. I did the other side 2 weeks ago, and it's been fine for a long time. You can see there, that's after a couple hours of just kind of, after I got done doing it, it's been in that position since, so that's pretty much it. You can see the rear mud flaps aren't really a concern, plenty of room up there. But here's the driver's side up front, and you can see that that's basically what it looks like without a block in it, and that's it. So real easy video, hope you guys like it. Alright guys, pretty simple. Obviously not too hard to keep the mud flaps on, just by kind of reshaping them is all we're really doing. So if you guys like what you see, please press like, subscribe. See you guys on the next video.